That's why we are so honored to welcome tonight's commencement speaker. Community college professor and Second Lady of the United States of America, Dr. Jill Biden. In more ways than one, this is a return home for Dr. Biden, a lifelong educator who grew up in Willow Grove, Montgomery County. She has spent the past 18 years of her career teaching at community colleges and continues to teach as a full-time professor. 15 of those years were spent teaching English composition at Delaware Technical and Community College, and soon after moving to Washington, D.C., she began teaching courses in developmental English and English as a second language at a community college outside of Washington, D.C. A big believer in lifelong learning, she earned her doctorate in education from the University of Delaware just a few years ago. And in completing that degree, she focused her dissertation on a theme that's close to her heart and ours: maximizing student retention in community colleges. Today, community colleges are garnering national attention for the role we play in ensuring that the United States has the most educated workforce in the world. And as Second Lady, Dr. Biden is leading the way in this effort as a very strong public advocate. This past fall, she hosted the first ever White House Summit on Community Colleges, bringing together community college administrators, faculty and students, business and philanthropic leaders, and federal and state policy leaders to address the critical role that community colleges play in this country's economic vision for the future. She is also working to raise awareness about the sacrifices made by our nation's military families. She recently joined First Lady Michelle Obama in issuing a national challenge to all Americans to support and engage military families in their own communities. The entire college community is thrilled that Dr. Biden is here this evening to be part of our celebration. Her commencement address serves as a capstone for all of our hard work. At this time, it's my distinct pleasure to present to you Dr. Jill Biden.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for that heartwarming welcome. It really meant a lot to me. Thank you. And as a Philadelphia native, it's great to be back home. Thank you, Dr. Stout and Chairman Dinello, for inviting me to be part of such an important day. And I also want to offer congratulations to tonight's other honorary degree recipient, Mr. Mike Bittner. Congratulations. And wasn't Antonio great? Thank you for your inspiring words. And should I start calling you Mr. President right now? It's an honor and a thrill to be here to celebrate with all of you. Thanks to the tireless work of you and your team, Dr. Stout, Montgomery County Community College has earned national recognition for its tradition of service to the community, its advanced technology programs, and for its outstanding teachers. Congratulations, that recognition is very well deserved. And today, I congratulate all of you graduates, all of you proud mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, Sons, daughters, and friends, you did it. And I think you deserve a huge round of applause. I feel right at home at a community college commencement. Some of you are familiar with my story. As Dr. Stout mentioned, I have spent my career as a teacher, and to this day, I teach full-time at a community college in Northern Virginia, not too far from the White House. People often ask me why I continue to teach, and my answer is simple. It's you. It's the students. Tales are often told of teachers inspiring students, but more often than not, I find it's the other way around. On more days and more ways than I can remember, my students have inspired me with their persistence, their inquisitiveness, and their absolute faith that education will make their lives better. And I bet your professors here would say the same thing about you. Throughout your time at Montgomery County Community College, you have no doubt seen the signs and reminders around campus. Think big about the future. Think big about your possibilities. Think big about the difference you can make. And over the last couple years, whether at Bluebell or Pottstown, you have risen to that challenge. You have thought big about what you will make of your life, and through your hard work, you have inspired us all. You are Karen Vasco. Karen, where are you? After taking care of her elderly father in hospice, she realized she had a natural talent for nurturing others. Karen promised her father that after he died, she would follow her dreams of becoming a nurse. When he passed away, Karen left her 30-year career in banking to study medical assisting here at college. And I'm so proud to say that at age 57, and she said it was okay to say her age, Karen recently passed her registration exam with a score of 99% and will be graduating to fulfill her dream. It is her dream and the dream of her father. And Karen, I know your father would be so proud of you today. You are Elizabeth Newman, who came to the college interested in biotechnology. Thanks to this college's excellent biotech program and the relationships she was able to develop with her professors here, Elizabeth was able to work hands-on with lab equipment, develop her own techniques, and prepare herself for a terrific career. And I've learned that she's recently been hired as a research assistant at a biotech company. Congratulations, Elizabeth. And you are Brian Lukens. Brian? Who took a break from college in 2004 to enlist in the United States Marine Corps. After serving 2 years of duty in Iraq, Brian returned to study here at Montgomery full-time while still serving as a reservist and a full-time security employee in order to support his family. It's people like Brian and his family who show us what words like service, strength, and sacrifice really mean on a daily basis. Brian, you and your fellow service members across this country inspire us all, including me and the First Lady Michelle Obama. We are working hard to make sure the rest of the country understands how important your leadership is to the future of our nation. And we will stand by your family and all other military families, no matter where your future missions take you. As an Army mom myself, I want to say to you and your family, Brian, thank you for your service. You all came to college at many different stages in life, but today, after hard work and sacrifice, long hours and sleepless nights, you all walk across the same stage, having accomplished something no one can ever take away from you. Every year, I meet students who have doubts, who are unsure of their destinies, unaware of the abilities they possess. And every year around this time, I see those same students in caps and gowns walk across this stage and receive a diploma, as you will today, knowing that yes, they cast those doubts aside, and yes, they did what they set out to do. It's a feeling you can get at most universities, but it's especially strong at community colleges, where the gap between what is imagined at the beginning and what is achieved at the end can be so wide. The joy of watching you close those gaps is exactly why I am a community college professor. The education you received here at Montgomery County Community College goes far beyond the four corners of a diploma, so far outside the pages of an English textbook or the walls of a computer lab. What you have gained here is the confidence it takes to succeed, the knowledge that, hey, I set out to do this and I did it, and now I know I can do so much more. No matter if you are a budding biotech expert, a 57-year-old banker, or a young reservist coming back from deployment. Years from now, you may not be able to recall a certain scientific formula or recite those verses from Shakespeare. You may not immediately be able to solve the complex calculus problems you've conquered here. But I have no doubt in my mind you will be able to say, no matter what is put in front of me, I can do it. You've done it here. You can do it anywhere. I've been lucky enough to witness firsthand the power of community colleges to change lives, first as a community college teacher, but now as part of an administration that also recognizes their value. President Obama has set a goal of leading the world in college graduates by 2020. And he knows that community colleges are key to reaching that goal, and you all are living proof. There are close to 1,500 of you graduating today, the most in the college's history. Some of you will go on to four-year universities, some to graduate schools, and others into the workforce. But I hope each of you has that education you receive here will spark a quest for discovery that will last a lifetime. As the Irish poet William Butler Yeats once said, education is not the filling of a bucket, but the lighting of a fire. So no matter where you go, I urge you to embrace that fire. Embrace that fire, that new confidence, and pass it on. Inspire others by showing them the good that can come from a great education. Show them that they are capable of, when they work hard, doing what they love, and light that fire anew for so many more. Congratulations, graduates, and good luck in all that you do. Thank you so much.